Swiss scientist claims there is a portal underneath CERN in Switzerland from where beings come in and out. Dr. Astrid Stuckelberger, Swiss scientist who claims CERN is working on a secret nuclear program and there is a portal underneath CERN from where beings come in and out into our dimension. Physicists who work there told her that there are 17 different dimensions of reality or more. Dr. Stuckelberger is a scientist expert in international health. She holds PhD and teaches at University of Geneva and Lucerne. With over 20 years of experience, she's leading scientist, a Swiss researcher who has worked with the WHO, UN, and EU on various health programs. And that's what her LinkedIn profile says. She's done numerous interviews which add credibility to her profile. 2 years ago, she interviewed Maria Z on Z Media. This interview was published on Rumble, where she discussed many strange things, one of which was about CERN's terrifying experiments. Dr. Stuckelberger claimed that CERN is dealing with radionuclear research, and there are lots of physicists who are doing very strange experimentation. She said physicists from CERN who told her there are beings from portals coming in and out. She said yes, and they're saying, I met them at a dinner and there were two of them, and both said that yes, they have, secondhand proof that the people who are dealing with the boson Higgs and subatomic particles. They have apparently in the bottom of CERN, the underneath CERN is a portal, this doorway where they are dealing with all the subatomic dimensions, she claims. Dr. Stuckelberger further said, the physicists say there are 17 different dimensions of reality. That's what those physicists and some others say. There are more dimensions. We know the time, space, and tridimensional XYZ in a graphic, but when you have more dimensions and they're playing with that, they're using that, and we are a group and they had a being, she said. They did not tell me more about who came that does not resemble a human, and then they had another one, and they had proof because they had left a scar. And when you look at what is going on in CERN, there's a fight from some of the military agencies' intel. They say there is a fight on times. They're trying to change time. They're fighting concerning time. They're trying to change time. I'm just saying that because as a scientist, you cannot say something so important, because if you can deal with the smallest energies on Earth, you can imagine that you can go through other realms of dimensions, she says. Dr. Stuckelberger claims are bizarre, and we have no proof to accept or deny them. The stories of interdimensional portals are primarily discussed in fiction, but some concepts in science touch on similar ideas. Scientists discuss wormholes, theoretical structures in space-time that could, according to some interpretations of general relativity and string theory, potentially connect distant points in the universe or even different dimensions through a tunnel-like passage. Perhaps there are different life forms on the other side, who knows? But Dr. Michio Kaku explains the concept of the multiverse. There are invisible creatures among us. Perhaps a portal can make a way for them, he says. Now, regarding Dr. Stuckelberger's claims, I found a strangely similar story posted on Reddit by a user claiming to be a top scientist at CERN around 5 years ago. I do not want you to take it seriously, but it does align with what Dr. Stuckelberger said. The story was published with 18 million subscribers. The synopsis of the user post says, "A serious mistake may have endangered humanity. The scientist team worked with the Large Hadron Collider to study particles. On March 22, 2019, a small error in the LHC startup code led to an unusual yellow light filling the facility. The team noticed a dark, otherworldly orb that quickly vanished. Subsequently, experiments with similar orbs led to dangerous results. A metal pen tested in one of the voids showed extremely high radiation, and that was the demise of 10 researchers. Drones sent into the void lost connection instantly," they said. In a recent test, instead of the expected light, a large black figure emerged from the void and communicated telepathically. It threatened to destroy humanity by invading their world. This incident happened 2 weeks ago. The situation is dire, and there is concern for the safety of many. You creatures have no place peering into our world. Your destruction was set in stone the moment you opened up the doorway into our dimension. We will exterminate your kind as your knowledge of our existence threatens us. This is not a warning, but a promise, the creature said. In 2022, Vice published the article, CERN caused collective mass illusion by creating portals to alternate dimensions. The theory states that in 2012, CERN scientists were attempting to study the Higgs boson particle when something went wrong, and according to the theory, their experiments caused a rift in space-time continuum, destroying our universe and moving us into a parallel universe. This new universe is an experimental one belonging to some unknown entity. It's believed that this is the cause of the so-called Mandela effect and other paranormal activities. The theory further states that CERN used quantum entanglement to bridge the gap between the two universes that move us into this new one. The theory concludes that the current universe we inhabit is not our own, but rather an experimental universe belonging to some unknown entity. This entity is believed is manipulating the universe to study the effects of their experiments, and this is the cause of the Mandela effect and other paranormal activities. This is according to House and Wise by Vicky Verma. Please leave your comments about this. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.